I'm Callista Dillion. I'm 14 years old. I've been racing quarter midgets since I was 5 years old. We've traveled all over the country, from California to Maryland, Daytona to Michigan.
They say racing is in your blood. Sometimes that means you love to race, sometimes that means you love to watch racing, and sometimes that means you love everything about racing. For Callista Dillion, it's all three. It's all the above. This girl just flat out loves racing. Callista got her first quarter midget at the age of 4, and it was decked out in purple, Minnie Mouse, and all things princess. But it was long before that when her love of racing began. She had been at the racetrack watching her dad race, at the quarter midget track watching Carson race long before she could get behind the wheel of her own car. You could find Callista in February at the Rookie 101 class wearing her favorite bikini and high heels. You could find her at the old track, in line at the concession stand in her princess ball gown and tiara, or you could find her wheeling her pink Barbie Jeep around the track, or on Bill Nugent's scary hayride with all her friends on fun night. No matter where she was at the track, she was always dressed to the nines, in high heels, with a full face of makeup and a big smile. Callista began racing at the age of 5. That same year, she was diagnosed with a lifelong disease, scleroderma. Despite the weekly trips to Riley for infusions and chemo treatment, she still chose to show up to the track each weekend and race her heart out. You could often find her collecting dollars and holding fundraisers for the hospital that saved her, Riley Children's Hospital. But through the years, it was never really about the checkered flags. It was never about the amount of wins. It was never about the trophies. For Callista, it was always about the friends, the laughs, the memories, the traveling, the family time, the love of the racetrack. All the things that are so much more important than carrying the checkered flag in a circle or bringing home a plastic trophy to collect dust. Our family has put thousands of miles on the big red trailer and dually, traveling all over Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Florida, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Nevada, and the list goes on. Callista had the immense joy of touring on the USAC .25 National Tour in 2021, missing a lot of school, but getting so much more that school could ever provide. She has met racing friends from all over the country, drove her quarter midget on the beaches of Daytona, explored the Grand Canyon, dressed up as the Sherman family in the Halloween costume at Las Vegas, kissed the bricks at the Brickyard, and so much more. Those are the memories that will forever be etched in her heart for years to come. But perhaps the most prized possession she has gained over the last 10 years are the true friends she has made in the sport. She is forever indebted to both the Whitney and the Wells families for allowing her to become part of their families, for letting her travel to so many racetracks throughout the United States, for the countless hours spent with her driving up and down the road to each track. 2021 will always be a year to remember. With Carson moving on to the 305 sprint car racing, these memories continue to etch a spot into our family's heart. Traveling with the Agee, Newton, and Norris families to different big tracks around the region have only fired Callista's love for racing even more. There's hardly a day that goes by that you won't find her watching a race on Flow Racing or making visits to sprint car tracks. Her love of racing continues, and she continues to spread her joy through the organization that saved her so many years ago, Riley Children's Hospital. THQMA will always hold a special place in Callista's heart. For now, it's on to the next racetrack.
All the memories and all the friends you make across the country. I mean, I have friends from California, Maryland, everywhere, and it's definitely a big part and my favorite part of racing.